Hey everybody, Christine, Peace Dealer, Texas with you. Last time I came on, I was testing how to do YouTube, and a few of my mentors in a group that I belong to gave me some pointers. So my hope, while I am going to do what they tell me to do, and work it to where it works for me, I hope to get better at this. So I really do appreciate that. Today, I want to talk to you guys about why the ER freaked me out. I was out of town, number one. I was out of town. And I am an eBay reseller. And when I go out of town, it is for that. So I'm out of town. My siblings weren't available to come to me. I basically had a vasovagal response or episode. And I was overtired. I was dehydrated. I was hungry. I was a little bit, I, no, a little bit. I was a lot stressed. And I wasn't aware of what was happening to my body. And that really did cause me, because I have been looking at my health. Obviously, you can tell that I am overweight, and I have tried different diets in the past, and that is one reason to get healthy. This episode really did scare me. I'm a middle-aged lady, and I am determined to win at my eBay business, and I cannot do it if I am not healthy, if I am not taking care of myself, spiritually, emotionally, physically, all of the things. So I was very happy with the EMTs. They took very good care of me. They took me to the emergency hospital, ran all the tests. Everything came back fine. They just said, from what you told us, it's probably the dehydration, the overtired, the hungry, I'm not diabetic. My blood sugar obviously was low. I I just, it was out like a light. In any event, so that has never happened to me before. Never has that ever happened to me, and I have the most sympathy for people who have this type of thing happen to them for whatever medical reasons. So, hey, prayers out to you. So I'm really I'm looking at my notes, and I'll get better in the future, but it is really definitely time for me to sit down and look at what is appropriate for me. And for me, I live alone. I have two siblings. They live in the same small town that I live in, but when I'm working, I'm out of town. So and I do work at home quite a bit. I'm not out every day out of town. So walking is one of the things that I'm going to start doing, and I am going to come up with a chart that I can check off and get that motivation going. I am going to start lifting some very small, lightweight, dumbbells. They're not really dumbbells; they're just those little hand weights, just so that I can get my upper strength back, or going. And that's obviously good for your blood flow and everything when you're blowing. So, eating wise, I have been eating a lot of carbs. I do like potato chips. I do like soda. Um, but those are going to those have been, since Friday, I have really started, just to cut those out, and I am not missing them. Ketovore is something that I have been very enamored with. I was doing it about a month and a half ago. Actually 2 months ago. I was doing it, and I was doing really well on it. And then I got sick with the flu, and it was very hard for me to get back on it. And I just hadn't gotten back on it. And I was sleeping better. I was drinking lots of water. That's another thing that I need to definitely look at. I have a big Stanley, and I like drinking out of that because it's cold, and it's it's right there, and it reminds me because it's so ginormous, and I see it and I'm like, oh, it's water time. So although it's ginormous, it reminds me to drink the waters. Sleeping is something that, as a menopausal woman, it is, touch and go sometimes. But what I do know is when I was on the ketovore, I was sleeping better. I was. And I can't just say, okay, so I've got to get a plan. And the plan for me right now is to set my sleep alarm on my phone to where, and on my phone to where the scrolling, if I'm researching on Facebook or if I'm researching on eBay, that gets gray, and it's like my alarm to say, okay, it's time to get off the phone now. It's time to start slowing down. So definitely I'm going to have to respect that for myself and really start slowing down. And then really, getting that routine of getting the shower, doing the toothpaste, getting the water by my bed, and snuggling up and doing my prayers and nighty night, girl. Getting up on time is also going to be something that is very important to me. I usually get up pretty early, and I am going to have to start doing the walking thing in the morning, because once the day starts getting going, it's gone. I'm not gonna do it. So I will put like my sneakers in my, it's actually kind of getting warm here, but it's still cold in the morning. So I'll put like a sweatshirt and like my skirts on the chair by my bed, go to the bathroom, wash my face, put my clothes on, and out the door. It won't be that long of a, I'll go gentle on the walking thing. Staying on track when I'm out of town. Okay, this is going to be a big one, because that is what happened. Is because I was in a whirlwind. I shot out the door, didn't eat, I didn't bring my water. I hadn't drank the water during the night, and it was about 2:30 in the afternoon, and I'd had coffee and like a little Ziploc bag of some crackers, and that just was not enough for my body. I needed protein, I needed some dairy, whatever it was. Prefabricated crackers are not a good idea. So I will be more conscious and diligent about bringing the correct food with me. The ER, it was wonderful. They really did take care of me, but I can guarantee you this, it was not fun. It really shook me. It shook me when they, I was kind of out of it. They're putting a needle in my arm to give me a banana bag, and it was just like, oh my goodness, I was still kind of out of it. I have never seen the lights go gray, and that's what happened when I fainted. And that's basically what a vasovagal response is, or episode is. It's just you fainted. But it's still a scary thing, and it shouldn't have happened, because it was completely 100% preventable for me. So that is what the ER did to me. I am vowing to be accountable to you guys, and to really look at why am I not slowing down when I need to, and not being diligent and conscious of how I am caring for myself. So with that being said, no more ER visits, more time taking care of myself, ketovore, water, walking, weights, sleeping, spiritually fit, emotionally continuing my journey with my emotions, and just really finding that consistency in this, and just developing. And that's all this can do for me. So with that, I really do appreciate your time. I hope this wasn't boring. No, it's not boring for me to tell you about this. It was an experience that I did not like. So in any event, I do appreciate your time. You take care. And where's my little clicker? I got a little clicker here.